They gave her the rifle as a joke. No scope, no zero, no support. Just a girl from the armory. She didn't complain. She didn't flinch. She loaded one round, took a breath, and fired. 3 seconds later, the target, 3,800 meters away, exploded. No one said a word. Not the sniper who gave her the gun. Not the spotter who saw the impact. Because none of them knew who she used to shoot for. Welcome to Battlefield Echoes. Tell us in the comments, where are you watching from? And if stories like this deserve to be heard, hit subscribe and stay till the end. The heat shimmered across the range. The air twisted just enough to blur the targets. Dust was everywhere, on the gear, on the boots. Every movement kicked it up again. The instructors wore the dust-like armor. The trainees wore it like punishment. And in between them stood her. She didn't have a unit patch, no assigned rifle, just an armory badge and a quiet walk. She moved like someone used to being ignored, calm, careful, invisible. While others joked about hitting targets, she organized tools, logged optics, and unpacked crates. They didn't thank her. They didn't remember her name. They called her Armory Girl or just her. When the shooting began, she stayed behind the line, clipboard in hand, checking equipment in and out. She didn't seem interested. She just watched. Not like a fan, like a mechanic waiting for the engine. To fail, Staff Sergeant Vickers liked to show off. He spoke loud, even when whispering. He gave orders like they were part of a show. He wasn't the best shot, but he acted like he was. One day, she handed him a bolt. It stuck. He looked at her and said, "You're not built for this job." But, "At least you clean well." She didn't reply. She walked away. Then he shouted, so everyone could hear, "We got an extra Barrett today. Want to try it? See what all the noise is about?" They laughed, a harmless joke. No one expected her to answer, but she didn't say no. She turned and asked, "What target?" Something changed. Just a little. Everyone stood straighter. Vickers grinned. 3,800. Hit it, and you can run the course with us. She nodded. No jokes. No questions. She walked to the rifle like she'd held it before. Most people struggle with the Barrett. It's heavy, loud, but she moved around it like it was natural. She didn't adjust the sights, didn't check the wind. She just breathed. Someone behind her muttered something. Another laughed. Vickers folded his arms, watching. Still, she didn't fire. Not yet. This was setup, not showtime. No one saw the faded call sign on her sleeve. No one noticed the scar behind her ear or the mark on her thumb from too many gloves, too many triggers. They didn't know who she was. Not yet. The next day, she came back. No one had asked her to. She just showed up. Vickers noticed her during a drill. She moved like she belonged. Quiet. Focused. He called out, "Back for round 2." She didn't answer right away. She opened the case, laid out the optics, then looked at him. 1 second. Direct. Flat. "If you have another rifle," someone chuckled. Vickers grinned too wide. "You want another shot at 3,800. Think that wasn't just luck?" She didn't blink. Same conditions? That shifted everything. She didn't need to prove herself, but it mattered they didn't believe her. Vickers pointed to an older Barrett. The scope was off, the bipod loose, a setup to miss. She didn't adjust it, just sat, calm as ever. Spotters went silent. One raised binoculars, another dropped his rangefinder. "She won't hit it," someone whispered. Last shot was lucky, but she didn't look concerned. She said, "Only 1 round." Vickers crossed his arms. "Let's see it." She exhaled slowly and pulled the trigger. 3 seconds passed. Then impact. Center mass. Silence. No cheers. Just shock. She stood, cleared the chamber, placed the rifle down carefully, and walked away. No words. No smile. But something had shifted. On the 3rd day, she didn't walk. She moved like part of the range itself. No orders, no schedule. But everything adjusted around her. The instructor stopped joking. The trainee stood straighter. She wasn't on any list. But she moved like she belonged. One morning, a black SUV pulled up. No markings, no dust. A colonel stepped out. He walked the line without speaking, past Vickers without stopping. Then he looked at her. She didn't look back. But her posture shifted. Recognition. He walked to her, glanced at the pouch beside her, nodded once, and left. That was it. But it said everything. That evening, someone tried to look up her file. Nothing. Not redacted, nothing at all. No records before last year. Just Armory Tech. One entry flashed. Reaper L12. Direct authorization required. Then it disappeared. The next day, she asked for tower time. No approval, no denial. She just climbed with a single round. Everyone watched. She didn't speak, didn't ask for quiet. She brought it. One breath, one shot, the steel plate exploded. Not dented. Gone. No one moved. She left a gold casing on the table. No one touched it. That night, someone whispered, "Reaper." No one laughed. She never came back. The casing disappeared. So did she. Vickers stood at the edge of the range at sunset. No rifle. Just silence. The 3,800 meters target was gone. Not replaced, just gone. No one talked about her. But they felt it. Every time they aimed. Every shot they took. She was the standard now. The one they all measured against. Later, a new class came in. One trainee joked about a sniper myth. A tech who hit a shot past 3 clicks. Others laughed until the instructor turned. Not angry, just quiet. He said, "We don't joke about that distance." Across from the honors wall, a display case appeared. One casing, no name, no plaque, just one tag. Confirmed 3,800 meters. Everyone knew what it meant. 6 months later, Vickers transferred out. He never mentioned her again. But in his final report, under range anomalies, he wrote 2 words, "Witness confirmation somewhere else." Long after, a general briefed his team. He said only this: "If you ever hear someone hit from 3,800 meters, don't ask who did it. Ask if she's still active." Back on base, one night, the spotter stood alone under the tower. He looked at the empty field and whispered, 3-8-0. Double quotes. Then he walked away. They laughed when they gave her that rifle. But no one's laughing now. And no one will forget that sound.